Setup. I was like, today on the Stewie Show, we have
Literally.
Okay, we have Jewell Loyd, Breanna Stewart, and DiJonai Carrington from The Mist. If we can go and get started with questions, we'll start with Nat.
Hi, Stewie. I wanted to know, what does, as a founder of Unrivaled, what does success look like for you in its first year and the inaugural year?
Yeah, success can be a bunch of different things. I think that most importantly, it's making sure that the player experience was the best one possible. I think that this obviously being the first year, being the inaugural season, there's a lot of things, moving parts happening, and just trying to make sure everything is top notch. And then from a business perspective, obviously trying to make profit in year one. That's a big success.
Thank you. Then I just had one, follow-up. Not really a follow-up, but a second question. What went into why you guys decided to add the one-on-one tournament? And could you maybe shed a little bit more light on that in terms of who might be playing in it, potentially Jewell, Nay, I don't know, but who's going to be in it, and why you guys decided to add that?
I think we decided to add a one-on-one tournament because we wanted there to be like almost like a little bit of a break where it is a queen of the court type thing. And you think about what you do when you go play 3-on-3, and sometimes you end up playing one-on-one. This is where we're going to be able to showcase our skills in a number of ways. And I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about obviously the prize for the champion, but also making money for your teammates too if you win.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go to Megan Hall.
Hey everyone, this is Megan Hall with USA Today and For the Win. This question is for DiJonai. We talked to Rakia just a couple days ago. She spoke so highly of you, mentioned that she loved hanging out with you. Wanted to ask you what your impressions were of her and how do you feel about watching her develop in Unrivaled?
Yeah, I mean, similar to what she said. I already knew we were going to vibe, though. You can just tell we kind of give off the same kind of aura, energy, super girly into the whole, beauty fashion industry. But it's also been cool just to see the versatility and how long she really is on the court. And a lot of things she just makes up for with her athleticism. And I think it's going to be super exciting. And I'm glad that she's doing this as a rookie because there's so much that you can learn from 3-on-3 and the spacing and the reads, and you just have a lot more room to create. So I think this is going to be super, super good for her and myself as well. And to be on a team with these two and, Aaliyah and Sloop, just people that are going to be able to teach us. They've gotten championships. They've done the things that we want to do. So being able to be their teammates and just absorb all the information is going to be super beneficial for both of us.
Thank you. John?
Hey, this is for DiJonai and Breanna. You two are arguably both the best defenders in the W. With the 3-on-3 league, obviously it's going to be a lot more iso ball. How fun is it defensively to have a tandem like that on your team?
Sure. I'm just happy we're teammates, man. Yeah, I mean, as a guard, you know what it's like to get past your defender and see Stewie waiting or see Stewie in the low eye coming over. So it's nice to have that on my side now. It's going to be super fun. Even in just shell drills, you just see her length and how she alters people's shots and people's passes or their vision just from having her hands up. So it's going to be super fun just to be able to play off each other and read off of each other and have another elite defender beside me.
Yeah, I mean, going off of what Nay said, I think just like really taking pride in what we do and knowing that it's a lot more complicated defensively when you only have 3 players because there really is never any weak side or any time to kind of take a breath. And I think for me, just really trying to be my best and making sure that everything is tough for the other team and then getting out and trying to score.
Thanks.
Thank you. Remy?
Hi guys, this is for all three of you or anyone who wants to pick it up. You've all played in really big arenas, right? 20,000 plus, upwards of 20,000, and now you're going to be playing in an arena that's, 850 or so. How are you thinking about harnessing the energy of the fans in such a intimate space as you go onto the court?
I think that was the first thing we noticed when we walked through is that it's very intimate. You're definitely gonna hear each other talking, your schemes, your coverages, but I think probably the biggest games or most games you played in have been in an intimate setting where you're able to kind of feel that energy. Definitely when 3-on-3, like you need something else to get you going on top of just your teammates. But the gym is amazing. Even practicing, and then you kind of get a vibe of what we're trying to do and execute. But it's definitely intimate, and you're definitely gonna hear a lot of stuff. I think it's gonna be good. You're definitely gonna hear the
A
crowd.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's. I mean, not a lot of space, but at the same time, I think that's what we want. You want to feed off that energy, and it's definitely gonna make us play a little harder.
Cool, thanks.
Chelsea?
Hi there. I have a question for Jewell and Stewie and then kind of flip for DiJonai. But for Jewell and Stewie, how do you plan or do you specifically approach mentoring young players, especially in this very like small team setting in a particular way? And then for DiJonai, flipping back, obviously you've played with really great players, Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner, just to name a few. But is there anything different that you're taking from some of the more seasoned players on your specific team that could help you in your career?
I mean, I think that with our team specifically, I'm not sure how the other teams kind of round out, but the fact that we have Rakia and Aaliyah both coming off the rookie seasons and being part of this this league, it gives us an opportunity to really help grow their games from a mental and a physical aspect, and also just seeing what they're doing from a day-to-day basis, seeing what Jewell's doing to prep herself, seeing how Nay prepares herself for practice, and creating their own kind of schedule and what they like to do. But I think it's really cool that we have this group together. It's some that I played with before and some that I haven't, and making sure that everybody leaves here better.
Yeah, I would agree. The biggest thing I think for us is that we have people who helped us get to where we want to go, and be able to do that to anyone who really asks for it. Obviously, we're way more biased to our teammates here, but my biggest thing is to make sure to help. Why not? I know you're not going to get anywhere by yourselves, and I think we kind of had that conversation. Not necessarily out loud, but everyone's trying to help each other. It's not just I'm here for me. I'm not going to help you, and we vibe really well together. And it's really cool to see everyone's preparation and how they show up and how we show up for each other.
Awesome. And DiJonai, just the flip of that.
I mean, it's kind of what I touched on before, just being around people who have won and who have won at the highest level. It's always cool having, I played with Alyssa and DeWanna, like you mentioned, but they're very different than Stewie and Jewell. And there's things I learned from them, and there's things that I'm going to learn from these two that I probably couldn't learn from them. So I'm just excited to, like she said, watch how everyone prepares, just see what goes into the day-to-day. And I love having a dynamic, obviously I have to guard Jewell. So now getting some of those tips and tricks for how she beats defenders based on what they do has been super beneficial for me. And she just continues to remind me of different things on my shot, of how to keep it consistent. So I'm just looking forward to absorbing all the information that they're willing to share.
Awesome. Thank you.
Danny?
What's up, guys? Good to see you all. This one's for Jewell. 2025 could be your first W season playing outside of Seattle. What's your ideal situation, and how do you feel like being in Miami with everybody could help you facilitate that ideal situation come into fruition?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super grateful to be in Seattle for the 10 years I was there. I have so much appreciation for the fans, the city, but I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to look forward to my next 10 years of life. Right now, I'm enjoying here with my teammates here and getting to know people, get outside my comfort zone a little bit, but I can address that a little later. But right now, I'm focused on Unrivaled.
I appreciate that. And then just a quick one for DiJonai. Obviously, you're a restricted free agent. There's a lot of talk about where we could see you playing next year. How do you feel like, again, being in this situation in Miami could I don't know, make free agency a little bit more exciting?
I mean, just for me, my focus right now is just to continue to develop my game and my skills, and um, hopefully, teams will see that, and my team obviously knows that. So we'll see where it takes us.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. A couple more. Ben?
Thanks, Tish. Stuart, I won't ask you about your pending free agency. I assume you've made a decision there. But one for you quickly. I mean, do you think, I don't know, unless you have a thought you want to say?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Do you think, I know 2 years ago you kind of said that you wouldn't rule out still playing overseas again. Like, do you think whether it is in a short-term deal in the fall or after Unrivaled ends, you might ever still play abroad, or have you kind of closed that book?
Yeah, I think overseas door is kind of closed, especially with the way that Unrivaled has really we've set things up. The red carpet is rolled out. We have numerous sponsors coming in and continuing to give partnerships with all the players, and just helping us build our brand from an individual standpoint. What we're doing here is really, really special, and I think there's so many things that I love about it, but the fact that we have the top people here, Phil Handy is our coach, and we're able to train with him on a day in, day out basis. Like, that was the missing thing when we played overseas, was you're not getting that development. You're not getting that every day getting a little bit better. And here we are, and we've had rest for our bodies, and we'll have even more rest before the W starts up.
Gotcha. And real quick, and Jewell, not to go back to free agency, but I do have to ask. I mean, Satu just came in and said that she's communicated with Dallas her decision to no longer play there, and that she still characterized their relationship as having great communication between the two. Just how would you characterize your current relationship with Seattle's front office and your communication level with them?
Yeah, like I said, I'll address that at a later date. Right now, I'm really focused on where I'm at now. Be where your feet are, right? And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm really taking this in to reset myself, my mind, my mental, and give everything I have for my teammates here and for Unrivaled.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And last one from Erica.
Thank you. Jewell, coming back to you, you talked to us in Seattle a little bit about some of the benchmarks that you had going into the season. When you come into Unrivaled, what is your approach? Just knowing that maybe there were some things that you would have liked to focus on towards the end of the W season. How do you then take that into this opportunity with Unrivaled?
Yeah, my preparation doesn't change. It hasn't changed the last 10 years. I come in, do my routine. I make sure I'm in the best shape I could be. I learn from my teammates. That doesn't change where I'm at, regardless. So that's kind of how I see it. And I feel like I'm going to give my best. I always give my best. And as long as I'm making myself and my teammates better, that's what it's really about. And obviously have fun doing it. And so far I've been having fun doing that here.
Thank you. And Stewie, for you, you were pretty adamant and open about wanting to get Sabrina to Unrivaled. Obviously, that seemed to be successful. What was that kind of last push like from your perspective, and how excited are you to have Sabrina officially as a part of Unrivaled?
Yeah, I mean, to be like 100% transparent, I knew it was like up in the air still. So the news broke to me on Instagram as well, and was happy to see her be a part of it. I think that her game is definitely going to translate here, and to be in the first 36 players to be a part of this league, not only to have equity, but I feel also like the players that don't do it are going to, feel like they're missing out a little bit just from the vibe here, just from the way that we're playing, we're having fun, we're really working, whether it's the weight room or on the court, and just trying to make this the best type of player-led situation that there's ever been. And with that, we need top players.